So it'll be women's singles up next then on show court 2. That's where we are in the draw. PV Sindhu, the third seed, awaits the winner of our match from the bottom of the third quarter. We're going to be watching Fitriani FITRIANI of Indonesia, the 41st ranked player in the world. She's taking on Linda ZETCHIRI of Bulgaria, the left-hander, who's 42nd in the world. So we're awaiting our athletes, but that is the tight little section that we're in. Sungji Hyun is up above as the 9th seed. So that's the little cluster of the draw that we're engaged with, and we'll be bringing you action from next. Lefty-righty clash, Bulgarian against Indonesian women's singles. We did bring you a women's singles earlier today on show court 2, and that was Mia Blichfeld, who had a win over Natalia Perminova. Here come our athletes now. You can see Linda ZETCHIRI at the back there in the neon pink top, making her way to the court, led out by Fitriani FITRIANI of Indonesia, who's just 5'1" tall, and Linda ZETCHIRI 5'4". Both looking rather anxious, as you do on day one, just hoping you'll settle and bring your best. That's what this is all about. Need to start quickly, because any slight drop-off or not bringing your best game, you can be scalped in an instant out here at this highest performance level. All the athletes fully aware of that. So Fitriani FITRIANI then from Indonesia. She's the Indonesian number 3. Comes to the court first, ranked 41 in the world, has been as high as 20 in the world in October last year. Not had a great year, lost the last 3 first rounds, the lady on the right. First meeting between these two, so no head-to-head action to go on, or history between them. Difficult to know what will unfold. Lying next to each other on the ranking list.
We start from this side, service.
So the lefty from Bulgaria electing the side that she wants to start from. Fitriani offered the choice of serve. And so for Linda ZETCHIRI, it was her birthday last Friday. She's 31 years old now. She's played 12 tournaments this year and won 10 matches, lost just 8. She was lost in the opening round of Glasgow to ZETCHIRI last year. But Fitriani here, the young 19-year-old, far less experienced. From Garut in Indonesia, has been 20 in the world, as I said. Currently lies at 41 against this talented left-hander, a very seasoned campaigner. There's ZETCHIRI, coached by her sister. She's a real fighter. And after the Olympics, she hasn't really played that much tournament badminton, possibly because of funding issues. But as I say, PV Sindhu lies in wait for the winner of this one. So that's going to be a really tough ask, because, of course, she was the runner-up last year in that epic final against the Okuharu. What a classic match that was. The World Championships and the Olympics tends to bring out some of the top matches. These two are warming up. I can tell you over on show court 1, Chen Long is in deadlock in his match against Su Jianhao of Chinese Taipei. 4-all opening game. Chinese crowds packed in behind his court watching that one. Yeah, so low confidence for the Indonesian. Lost her last 3 consecutive first rounds and only won 5 matches this year. Lost 13. She's made 4 round of 16 showings. That's her best all year. So it's quite tough when you're coming in having not done a lot of winning. So you would suggest that the left-hander ZETCHIRI might be better placed in that regard to come out on top. But that's all sort of all very well, isn't it, as we try and sort of preempt what might happen here. There's a lot of shoulds in sport, but a lot of them rarely pan out. So who knows? No head-to-head showing. One on form, but hasn't played that much. The other hasn't won many matches this year. What will unfold then in our second women's singles that we're bringing you from show court 2. Fitriani against ZETCHIRI. Belgium umpire, who's been very busy today, as has Victor Wong from Hong Kong, the service judge.
Fitriani serve. Level. Play.
Well, that was quite a long way in. Just smacks of nerves in the opening point there for Linda ZETCHIRI. Do love watching this left-hander play. There's an elegance to the way that she plies her trade. Getting that one wrong as well. So a couple of dodgy decisions from Linda from the off. Fitriani breaks to the front with a 2-love lead. One-way traffic so far. Wow, radar is off at the moment for the Bulgarian. Again, just unaware of the drift, which seems only slight in this big hall here in Nanjing, but definitely blowing down the court from our main camera, or from left to right as you just saw it. Fitriani with a 6-love stranglehold here in this opening game. That's a better leave. Left-hander on the scoreboard then, eventually. Super disguise from ZETCHIRI there. 2 in a row for her now. Scoreboard's wrong. 6-2. Lovely slice there from Fitriani. singles in recent times has been the most competitive of the 5 categories. Very open field normally. Plenty of equally matched contenders in the draw. Need a standout level of fitness to come through a field like this.
8-4.
So Fitriani, she's been the runner-up of the Vietnam Open. That was back in 2015. And the Indonesian International in 2016, runner-up Orleans International 2016. And she's won the Indonesian International before. That was the year before in 2015. So she's been up there before
9-4.
in terms of her ranking. As I say, not quite breaching the top 20, but landing on that ranking spot. And she's had a much better start, much more focused start than Linda ZETCHIRI, who's made some strange decisions early on in the match in terms of her leaves. And again, she leaves that one, so that's probably 4 or 5 leaves like that, where the shuttle is just carried back inside the back line here.
4.
No attempt to play that. Fitriani quite comfortable, the Indonesian, because she knows that if she just clears and lifts high, there's been some unusual decision-making from ZETCHIRI, and that's given her a lot of confidence that she doesn't need to overpress. She can just lift and take things easy. And there's sort of a sense of a little bit of a slow contest from the off here. Now there's Linda's sister.
Я читала бавно, народ ми забавя, да. Да.
So can this young lady hold on to her mid-game interval advantage of 7 points? Given that she broke to the front so quickly, it's been ZETCHIRI who's engineered more consecutive points won. She's had 5, having tried so desperately to claw this back. Oh, that's a fine shot. ZETCHIRI opting to challenge, which I think is another strange decision, because I'm looking right down that line, and unless my eyes fail me, I'm sure that I saw this landing plumb on, as that indicated there. So ZETCHIRI, I think, will be unsuccessful here, but don't let me spoil the fun, as the beating heart tells us that we've gone upstairs again. And there it is, bang on the line.
Challenge unsuccessful.
No wonder Fitriani looks very, very relaxed here.
12-4. Play.
So Fitriani still with a stranglehold in this opener. Now that has gone long.
Service over.
It's been very cagey, this match, hasn't it? Very, both players, having never played each other before, seem to be a little bit riddled with nerves, not knowing what to expect. Particularly ZETCHIRI, the Bulgarian's come out very, very hesitantly, opting to leave the shuttle on numerous occasions. It's landed inside the back line by quite a way. That's gone. Just chuntering away to herself, then ZETCHIRI here, in disbelief that she missed that round head smash. Or clear, I should say. But Fitriani, if nothing else, is a super agile mover and very, very consistent. That's a fine shot.
Service over. 7-14.
Now has to cut out the errors and really dig in right now, Linda ZETCHIRI, you sense. Well, that's been called long.
8-14.
No challenge from the youngster. Wide, I should say, beg your pardon. It's been a strange match, hasn't it, so far? There's been no sort of rhythm to it, really. Very bitty, this match. Indonesian coach quite animated behind Fitriani, geeing her on, trying to coax her towards that opening game. So still half the score of her opponent so far. 8-16 she trails this Bulgarian left-hander. Still the errors thwart her campaign here in Nanjing. Both players vying for a second round spot, looking towards her sister, a little bit out of desperation. Stay calm, suggests the Indonesian coach. You're doing great. Almost lulling ZETCHIRI into error and allowing the creative player to sort of tease out her own errors. She's full of deception, is Linda ZETCHIRI, but not full of consistency and confidence right now either. Can she rekindle her efforts and hoist out something here at the back end of this opening game? Quite a low-key personality by the looks of things. Fitriani going about her business with great effect, very little concern etched all over her on-court demeanor. Oh, that's gorgeous. So deceptive. Really nice point.
20, game point 9.
So 11 game points then for Fitriani here. She's played a clever match. That's a better leave than ZETCHIRI, but you do sense too little too late.
20. ZETCHIRI challengers called in.
Well, this one will secure the game if the challenge is unsuccessful. It was called in, hence the ZETCHIRI challenge. Spurned out of desperation a little, you sense, judging from that body language. The first of 10 game point opportunities for Fitriani here. As the beating heart suggests, we're going to look upstairs at the big screen up above. Let's have a look. Plumb on the back line. So Fitriani secures the opening game. 21-10. Quarter of an hour played.
First game won by Fitriani 21-10.
Хода направо. Само авто.
Jangan anu jangan mikir macam-macam udah. Pokoknya kamu jemput banget ya. Agak lepas ya. Enggak apa-apa.
Dia maksudnya tuh kayak
enggak nyenak gitu.
Apa gerakannya tuh kayak buat kita tuh berhenti dulu gitu.
Oh, ikut begini. Itu yang dia bahaya cuma dari overheadnya. Ini ya, karena overhead lurus itu. Cuman dia sekarang berani silang. Tapi bagus lurusnya. Banyak lurus itu rada truk gitu. Cuma enggak boleh rally. Dia enggak bisa. Ya, sekali-kali kamu jangan ikut pelan ya. Kepelan ikut jeruk gitu. Bisa karo gitu. Enggak apa. Ya, kamu enjoy sedikit. Santai sedikit. Santai sedikit, jangan mau mati itu aja. Ya. Dan itu menang angin sedikit ya. Bisa turun, jangan ragu-ragu.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
Kalau di sana jangan di.
So we resume then for game 2. The lady in the bottom right of your picture here, Fitriani from Indonesia.
Second game. Level. Play.
Won the opening game. Here we are at the start of game 2. An Indonesian to get us underway. Well, there was hesitancy there, wasn't there, from the youngster? The teenager just didn't really commit to that backhand. It was going wide, that's why. ZETCHIRI trying to gee herself up after that generous opening game from her perspective, giving away far too much error. Can she tidy up here?
Service over. 1-all.
Nice change up. With the cross drop, that was gorgeous. She's very deceptive, very lithe, a good agile mover, the 5'1" Indonesian. She's from Garut in West Java. Oh, that is a terrific round head smash. Elastic athleticism there, just so athletic.
Serves over. 2-3.
Just missing that one. Again, so disguised from the Indonesian. Tough player to read.
4-2.
Let's see it again. Just a slight of the wrist, carving round the side of that slice.
Serves over. 3-4.
ZETCHIRI roaring to get herself going a little here. The match has been played at a tempo that's kind of almost not really brought out her best so far. We've only seen sprinklings of her left-handed talent. There's another error. Just a little too greedy, needs to keep it perhaps through the belly of the court more, not so tight to lines. Good movement there from the left-hander. Finding all four corners of the court with great effect and silky touch. Fitriani there under a lot of movement pressure. Super response with the return.
Over. 6.
This is trickling along just nicely for the Indonesian, who's playing her trade very cleverly. She's managing to manipulate the tempo of this match and nudging it along nicely, taking her time, in control. Nothing too fancy. Playing well within herself most of the time.
Serves over. 5-6.
ZETCHIRI, as you can hear, just trying to get in the face of Fitriani a little and use all of her years of experience. A little roar into the face of her opponent. Super play from Fitriani there, defending her court nicely. She was under a lot of movement pressure there. And I thought with that deceptive forehand from Linda ZETCHIRI mid-point here, up right here, that she got the point one. Fitriani, ever tenacious, turning that one around.
7-6. Service over. 7-all.
Deadlock, second game. ZETCHIRI playing a little bit more watertight now. Managing to eradicate some of those errors that she was spilling in the opening game. But she has got better as this match has unfolded, albeit quite slowly. She's finally coming to the party, you sense, against this awkward Indonesian opponent. The teenager, the 19-year-old from Garut, is extremely athletic and tricky to play. Some players that you play, your game style just doesn't suit theirs. And it seems to be the way for ZETCHIRI, who's finding this right-hander pretty tricky. It's a good play.
7 over. 8-all.
Intimidation factor right there. Sister like that raw. Sometimes as perhaps an older athlete, you're just trying to use every edge you can. She's obviously really struggling and kind of having to use all of the psychological tools in the kit bag to get in the face of her opponent. Good leave, just spilling wide in the nick of time for ZETCHIRI. Breaks to the front with a 10-8 lead here. Now taking her time as well, just to put a little scoreboard pressure on her opponent.
Service over. 9-10.
Well, another tear mark out of the shuttle, so it'll be changed. Fitriani grabbing it first because she's retained serving advantage.
That's over. 11-9.
So 11-9, ZETCHIRI in the mid-game interval lead here in game number 2. Is this the start of a turnaround for the Bulgarian?
Jangan ikut dia sengaja perlambat terus pelan-pelan, kamu jadi nggak enak ikut pelan, jangan ikut pelan, ya. Belakangnya kalau udah dia banyak maju kok, jarang taruh kok. Saya tungguin di belakang, kamu jangan terlalu maju. Ya, terutama kanan, dia akan taruh silang di sana, transisinya.
Play.
Can she hold on to the mini advantage that she has here of 2 points, Linda ZETCHIRI, struggling against this teenage talent from Indonesia. These two line beside themselves on the women's singles world ranking list right now. 41 and 42 in the world, respectively, favouring the Indonesian by 1 spot. Fighting for bragging rights here. An opportunity to play PV Sindhu. in the next round. Sindhu seeded 3rd this year.
11 all.
2017 runner-up in Glasgow, of course, that epic final against Nozomi Okuhara.
Serves over. 12-11.
Good leave from ZETCHIRI, who's much more tuned in. She's managed to flick the radar on. There were several poor leaves in the opening game, but now she's really come to the party, and this has been a significant turnaround because she gave away probably 5 or 6 leaves that landed well inside the court in the opener. Not so now. She's really tidied up her game and been a lot more watertight. ZETCHIRI opting not to challenge. Coach getting very animated, the Indonesian behind the court. Good leave here from the youngster. Such a big talent pool to practice with every day in Indonesia, of course. That's Fitriani. Much tighter second game than the opener. Fitriani with a run of 3 consecutive points in this game already. ZETCHIRI with just the 2. It's been very kind of staccato, her efforts so far in this match.
Service over.
Going for the towel again.
14-13.
Which I'm surprised, having just won that point. I thought she'd want to sort of grab some flow to the momentum for the Bulgarian. But it's her that again stops the play. Very quirky, all of these athletes. Their idiosyncrasies are sort of quite funny sometimes watching them, but of course it gives them that sense of control under pressure. Landed in.
Service over. 14 all.
Well played. Another long, punishing rally for both.
15-14.
The lithe 19-year-old coming out on top of this one. That was beautifully done. Look at the angle there. Taking all the speed out of that one. And again, ZETCHIRI going for the towel, sweating profusely in this warm Nanjing arena. Just doing whatever it takes to extend her stay here, you sense. Gone. Good leave. ZETCHIRI anxiously just pressing too close to lines, flirting with danger.
Okay.
So Fitriani in front again by an advantage of 2 points here. Can she bring this home and have the opportunity to pit her skills against the third seed in the women's singles draw? Another relatively unforced error from the Bulgarian, who is just looking ever more kind of lost on the court, really. She just can't find an answer to the puzzle that is Fitriani. Youngster 4 points away from round 2. Nicely done, good deception.
Service over.
Sister like that one.
15-17.
Good deception here on the back behind. That was really cleverly played and timely as well, because the scoreboard's starting to run away from her for a while there. So again, having won the last point, just taking a long time to re-engage. Kind of makes no sense to me, that really, in terms of momentum. But it's just her style, it's the way she rolls, it's her personality, you know. Has had great effect in the women's game, there's no doubting that. Formerly 21 in the world. Her opponent, formerly 20 in the world, in keeping with their ranking closeness here as well.
17.
Just one spot on their rankings between them, as there is also on their career high rankings. Both been very effective singles players over the years. But the youngster, you sense, with a brighter future because of her longevity in the sport, given that she's only yet 19 years of age. ZETCHIRI perhaps towards the twilight of her career at 31.
18-16.
But the young lady in black has only won 5 matches this year, and she's lost her last 3 consecutive first round matches. And if she is going to get a little nervous, you'd imagine it would be about now. Can she close this out? 2 points away now, Fitriani.
19.
Very
16.
solid there, taking no risks, not too close to lines. Lovely. Clear. ZETCHIRI yielding again. It's gone. Good leave.
That's over. 17-19.
Just wants to make eye contact with her opponent, as if to say, I don't believe you can come through this. That's what this is all about. The psychological war underneath the surface. That's gone too.
18-19.
ZETCHIRI with some clever play in timely fashion, as we really are at the sharp end of this match now. A couple of good leaves from her. Fitriani perhaps struggling a little here. Let's see what's going to unravel. Will it be the experience of the elder player? The wily old fox on court, and that's said respectfully. Three in a row, all on unforced errors in favour of ZETCHIRI, as she brings deadlock to the second game. Got a spring in her step now. pacing around in the service box anxiously. Four in a row for ZETCHIRI.
20, game point.
Bringing her best when she needs it most. And it is she, the Bulgarian, with a game point opportunity now on her own serve. Look at her reaction. She knows she was down and out in that match. She has turned that one right round in gladiatorial fashion. Superb. 5 points in a row from Linda ZETCHIRI, who raises her arms aloft on what's been so far a very difficult day. She snatches game 2 and takes us the distance. 21-19. That second game in favor of ZETCHIRI.
Както правеше сега ляво, дясно и тя умря.
Harus ada nebaknya. Kamu mukul begini mau kemana bola? Kamu harus tahu itu, itu yang kamu nggak ada sambungannya. Jadi kamu mau turun harus ada sambungannya. Kamu mau ngelop, oh ya kemana? Itu loh, sambungannya kamu yang putus-putus di situ. Di situ. Ya kalau kamu rally juga nggak enak. Jangan kamu nggak turun cek. Yakinin dulu di situ. Kamu masuk dulu, enak aja, nggak usah tipis. Dorongnya lihat bola ya udah lewatin. Nggak usah buru-buru. Nggak apa-apa, tahan. Yang dari sini kamu masih nggak apa-apa. Kalau yang dari sana naikin sih, naikin sedikit. Nggak apa-apa, orang berusaha dulu. Semua juga mau menang. Jadi kamu berusaha dulu. Nggak apa-apa, mati-matian lagi, cobain. Di sini kamu boleh. Jangan buru-buru. Kakinya siapa terus. Kamu naik langsung nebak. Siapa terus. Ya, tahan. Ya,
Well, maybe it's going to come down to confidence now. Who's done the most winning this year? And that's quite apparent. Linda ZETCHIRI, as the left-handed Bulgarian, is 10-8 this year. Bulgarian #1, 10 wins, only 8 losses. Her opponent 5-13, so twice the number of wins for ZETCHIRI. She'll have done her homework. She knows that her opponent's going to struggle to put this match to bed, and that'll give her a psychological sort of lift up. Here we are, start of game 3. The left-handed Bulgarian #1 to get us underway.
Serve over, 1 love.
Well, akin to her opening game, Fitriani breaking away early then in this decider. She really does seem to enjoy this end, and in contrast, ZETCHIRI, remember at the top of the match with several poor leaves, is eventually on the scoreboard. And there's just a sight of the lady in the cap, the coach and sister of Linda ZETCHIRI, and that's Diema. Landed right on the line. A little squeal of delight from the petite Indonesian here in response. And a look of frustration on ZETCHIRI's face as she knows that's landed inside the line. Not happy to challenge that. So can she continue in that vein? A lady who's not done much winning this year. This would mean so much to get to the second round here and take on Indian number 3 seed. Racing away to a 5-1 lead, but you sense that she does need the bolster of a good cushion on the scoreboard to get across the line, because she faltered when she had a 2 or 3 point lead in the last game. That is nice. Timely touch with the cross drop from ZETCHIRI. Very, very high skill with the cross net there.
Okay. Play. Service over. 6-2.
Again, denied by the net. A little bit more height, but she's perilously close to lines and net tapes. So it's a 5-point lead in favor of Fitriani here. Who's playing with a lot more margin throughout, the Indonesian. And it's serving her very, very well. Low risk, high percentage badminton. Well done. Got around that so nicely. That was terrific footwork.
3-7.
Just staring down the court as if to say, don't you dare challenge this one. It was in. Menacing glare from the left-handed Bulgarian number 1. And again, the shuttle needs replacing.
over. 8.
Well, it's been the unforced errors from ZETCHIRI that have blighted her passage so far today. Is she running out of time is the question on everybody's lips around here. She's found that one as well, has Fitriani. Right through the line.
9-4.
Carries a nice sense of calm on court, the young 19-year-old from Indonesia. By contrast, ZETCHIRI has looked sort of flustered and slightly twitchy. That's in as well. A real wounder for ZETCHIRI, who is up against the scoreboard now. I can't believe how she's just leaving these kind of shuttles. Long way in again. We saw plenty of that in the opening game, and I hate to be so critical, but it's sort of glaringly obvious that she's got to play those. So difficult when you're down on court and your mind is spinning like a washing machine, though. It's easy from here in the calm of the commentary position. 11-4, the mid-game interval. Heads Fitriani in the driving seat again. Surely that buffer of a scoreline will really help her get to round 2.
Спокойно, максимално точки трябваше да направиш от една страна. Тя от тук, като и винаги, като изтеглиш.
Това е максимално.
Да.
Добре ти. Няма повече точки. Какво имаш предвид? Колкото толкова, няма повече са.
Fokus lagi, fokusnya tok ya. Ya, tahan ya. Mesti lompnya kok nggak enak, naik tinggi sekalian bisa kok ya.
Linda, play. Play.
So we resume with Fitriani with the momentum here.
Serves over. 5-11.
It's exactly the kind of point that ZETCHIRI has to win to make a statement that she's in it for the long haul. There's been too many errors in those kind of exchanges, but to win a rally like that is quite significant. Now, can she hold on and hoik the scoreboard back in her favor? She's still got a lot of work to do, the Bulgarian. But we know she's vastly experienced, and she won the sharp end of that second game by taking her time and playing some clever badminton. Good play again, stares down her opponent as if to say, I'm going to take you.
7.
But Fitriani not engaging in eye contact. There's still a little wriggle room left for ZETCHIRI, you sense, given that the lady in black, the young 19-year-old, hasn't done that much winning. You still sort of sense that insecurity in the youngster. ZETCHIRI desperate to play on that in any way she can, hence the staring out, and just trying to win the psychological battle.
Serve is over. 13-8.
Lamb to the slaughter here. Knew it was far too short, that lift away. Decided to take cover anyhow.
Fault. 14-8. Can I see? Yeah. Okay. Excellent. It's okay. Yeah, you can change.
Shuttle being changed. Indonesian grabs the new one. Is the cushion enough to get across the line? Does she believe? She's not done much winning. We keep hampering on about that, but it's so critical at this stage. Well done. Now that might be enough. 15-8.
15-8.
Go!
16-8.
3 in a row for the Indonesian. It's gone. Challenge from Fitriani.
Fitriani challengers called out.
Well, it wasn't the most convincing of body language as she kind of slowly ushered her hand upwards as if to point, I think I'll challenge. But let's see, you never know. She might get lucky. It might have just clipped the back of the line. We will see. No. She was right to be hesitant. Challenge unsuccessful.
One challenge remaining.
So one left, and she's going to have to pick that at the right time. 5 points away from round 2 now. She was a lot closer in game 2, but denied at the 11th hour by some masterful play from ZETCHIRI.
Play. Ten, 16.
It's gone wide. And again, got to be careful. Doesn't want to use that challenge
16.
unnecessarily, Fitriani. Trying to spread the court nicely here, but that one just landing wide according to the lines judge, given the glare from the Bulgarian. 2 in a row for the pink-clad left-hander, but that one again too greedy.
Service over. 17-11.
6-point cushion for the Indonesian now. Will that coax her? Will that be enough? She hates those kind of errors. 2 in a row. Been in the driving seat of the rally. She was in control there. That one is a real wounder. Good play, much more secure, not too close to the lines. Sister Diema delighted with that. (18-12) scoreboard lead, 6-point cushion, 3 points away.
12-18.
ZETCHIRI opting to change the shuttle again. I'm curious how many shuttles they've been through this match. Must be 15 or so, maybe more.
Service over.
Now that
19.
squeal had something about it, didn't it? Some real purpose. As if to say, I am winning this, whatever it takes. Two points away now. That's gone. Good leave. And with it, another squeal of delight. 8 match point opportunities now for the youngster from Indonesia. Well, the first of those 7 match points denied, or 8 match points, as I said. Now, surely Linda ZETCHIRI can't turn this one around, can she? Well, she gets there in the end. A very long match. 64 minutes it was. But it's Fitriani, the young 19-year-old from Indonesia, that crosses the line. The Indonesian number 3, home and dry, and into round 2. It'll be PV Sindhu up next for her. She wins 21-10, 19-21, 21-12, or 13, I should say. So 3 close games. 64 minutes it took. And it's Fitriani through to round 2. Confirmation of that scoreline. She'll be delighted with herself because it wasn't a terrific season.